Yo, guys, and welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast. And today we're going to relive yesterday's win. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0. I'm joined by Matt from Back of the Net Podcast. And listen, we're going to talk about that man, Saliba. We're going to talk about Kovacic. Was it a red? Was it just a yellow? And more to come. Let's get into it. Yo, guys, and listen, welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast. Matt, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Listen, I'm a lot better than I thought I was going to be. You know them ones, but listen, you were live, you were there, so I want to know how you doing.
It was an experience, man. And you know what? The crowd, I must say, first and foremost, the atmosphere was absolutely electric. It was brilliant. And the crowd just seemed to be behind the team from minute 0 to all the way to the end. It was beautiful, man. And listen, lucky number 13, man. What did you think of the game?
Listen, it was good. You know what? I was one of the ones that said, listen, if we win this game, we win the league. And all right, cool. Maybe I'm not as adamant, but I do feel like it's going to make a big change. I think that kind of win can change a lot. It can make you really believe that you can really go far, can really do it. Obviously, it's early days, but listen, I'm just buzzing, because it's been so long. And, you can see the relief from everyone as well. And listen, I felt exact same way, boy. I can't lie.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I went into the game and I thought to myself, do you know what? No matter the form, City just losing to Wolves in the league last week, but no matter the form, whenever they seem to play us, they seem to step it up. So, I can admit, I saw us losing, or at the most maybe getting a draw. I know people are saying, there's no Rodri, there's no KDB, this is your best chance. And I said, yeah, I know, but City just always seem to find that something. What did you think? Did you think did you go into the game confident?
Do you know what? When we're at home, our home record, it's been good, but our home performances haven't been the best. And obviously they come to town and I was just like, do you know what? Please, after last season beating us 3-1, I was like, let's just put in a performance where I can say, do you know what? We've got them. We can do this. And listen, at the end of the day, I kind of felt we'd do something. Didn't think we'd win it. And listen, we did it in that way. And I think it's sweeter. It's even sweeter. That's 1-0. I prefer a 1-0 than a 3-2 or a 3. Like the 1-0 just feels right in it, like defensively solid against the champions.
It feels good, man. And listen, only 4 attempts on goal by City. That's the fewest, I think, under Pep that they've had. And that just goes to show, Saliba and Gabriel, especially your man, he was immense. Like I was saying, 100% duels won, 97% pass completion, no fouls committed, no one dribbled past him once in the game.
Yeah.
What can we say, man? Immense.
Listen, people already know about him, Listen, I'm not going to do it again because I do it every season, yapping every podcast. Now people are saying how good he is. Listen, I go on Twitter now and people are like, oh, he's this, he's that. And I really want to just message him and go, oh, welcome to the bandwagon. Now you want to be on him. Listen, him and Gabriel complement each other so well. And I think all Arsenal fans saw that. To have like a young centre-back partnership like that, I think they can both speak French as well because I think Gabriel was at Lille. You can just see it blossoming. And I think now, you've got the rough and rugged of Gabriel putting his body on the line. You know that, I don't know if you saw that block. Someone whipped it in and he slid and cleared it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He brings you that. Saliba brings you the barge in Haaland. We all saw that. Come on, you know what I mean? Yeah. But he brings you that. And just seeing, even like if you look at what he said before the game, or when he's talking about last season, he said, had I been there, we won the league. A lot of people see that as arrogance, but for me, I look and I go, that's what I want to hear, I want to hear my centre-back go, you lot needed me. I'm your guy. You can depend on me. And listen, he's phenomenal. And Haaland obviously found it difficult. He's been a bit off form, Haaland, anyway, but listen, they still pocket him regardless.
Exactly, pocketed him. And in terms of Kovacic, I don't know if you saw the replay of the challenge, but for me, it's definitely the first one's a straight red. But okay, you got a yellow, but then the second challenge on Rice, you've got to get another yellow. He had to be off. You know, the referees, the VAR, and this league is like every week there seems to be an incident, and it's getting worse. But what did you make of it personally?
Do you know what? I'm more frustrated at the fact that it's not even like he got the ball. Like, and that's what annoys me. It's like I watched it again and again. I'm like, someone just got a yellow and he's doing that tackle. You know, like sometimes get a yellow, you might like, I don't know, mistakenly slip and foul them. Cool.
Yeah.
You let it slide. But come on, like that tackle, like how is he not getting sent off? And I looked at that and I just felt like, oh, is it one of them ones again for Arsenal where after the game we're going to be saying, oh, because he didn't get sent off, we didn't win the game. So I think that even adds to how I feel about the win, because it's like the ref tried to do us on that one, but we still won, you know. And yeah, you know what? I might sound a bit mad when I say this, but City do get a lot of them type of decisions. It's only recently with the whole Rodri sending off where you've seen it going against them, but recently they've been getting away with murder, innit?
Yeah. They have been.
What I mean?
And Kovacic, you know, he's a lucky boy. He's a very lucky boy. And obviously we started the game with no star boy. I mean, leading up to the game, there was word that, you know, Saka's in the squad.
Yeah.
He got off the team bus with everyone. Everyone thought, okay, yeah, he's fit, he's ready. But team sheet came out, you know, he wasn't in the squad. Were you worried at all that with no Saka starting, no Martinelli starting from the get-go, were you worried about our options on the flanks?
Yeah, I was, because you know, you look at the Lens game, and when we lose that pace and that directness on the wings, we lose a lot. Like we really, really struggle. Jesus, listen, he did a good job. I mean, it wasn't excellent because I think Guardiola did well. Like I give him his props to do well against Jesus. So we kind of lost something there. But listen, Martinelli gave that injection we needed, and that's what I mean about the pace and the wings. That goal, like we didn't have that directness before that. You know what I mean? We're really struggling to create certain type of chances. And listen, it shows you how important it is. I don't think them three have started a game like in a long time together as well. You might be able to tell what game, but it's been a long time since I've started a game together, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's been a while. And, you know, when we have that Martinelli, Saka, Jesus, it's good because Jesus brings them into the game so much. And I feel that we're more fluid with them three up front. Eddie, I think yesterday, do you know what? He was okay. But I want to see more from my centre forward, you know what I mean? And they kept going long, and it's like, come on, man, you're up against Diaz, you're up against Ake. And there was no specific plan for him. I suppose if there was a plan for him, he would have looked a lot better. But there just seemed to be nothing going for him.
Yeah, no, do you know what? I feel with him, he's trying, innit? He's trying, but I feel it's time to just let that thing go now. I think in January, we've got to be like, do you know what, Eddie? We rate you. We love what you've done at the club. You goal score, all that, but just move on. And this is, listen, as I said, this win shows you we are capable of going and beating the better teams. And come January, if we're near to where we want to be, we have to upgrade. Now, sometimes we've got to make these decisions where it's like, spend 100 million in Jan. Yeah, if you've got to do that to win the league, you do it. And I think Eddie, I'm worried that if we get to Jan again, we get an injury, Eddie comes in, I'm like, oh, not again. Like, because there's some games where I watch him, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, seriously. But I think that experiment will be done. And listen, give him to Brentford, add a little money on top of that, and, you know, get our guy Ivan in, you know.
Listen, Ivan needs to come. It's the last few things I want to touch on before we go. The first thing is obviously, I don't know if you heard, obviously Saka's withdrawn from England, and now Saliba is withdrawn from France squad, which I think is not a bad thing. Hopefully both of them will be back. Chelsea away next in the league. How do you see that going? I know Chelsea comfortably won against Burnley on the weekend. We know it's Burnley, they've been doing too well, but what do you think about going into that game?
Do you know, it all depends how, we come back after the international break in terms of injuries. Maybe it's a good thing that Chelsea have this break after them wins in a row to kind of like, tone down that little ascendancy they're in where they're winning games and feeling good about themselves. It's going to be tough. I think a lot of people are like, oh, guaranteed win at Chelsea. I never, ever look at Stamford Bridge and think it's a guaranteed win. I don't care what form they're in. I always get this thing. Maybe I'm basing it on old Arsenal where they'll concede them sloppy goals and lose the game. You're like, bro, you're better than these lot. So, yeah, it's going to be tough, man. Like, I think we'll win, but it will not be easy at all. Like, we'll have a couple of scares. And listen, maybe start Havertz up top, innit? Get that winning goal. But in the same time, Mudryk is going to want to do the same, So it's going to be a battle, a real battle. But yeah, I think we'll come out there narrow winners, man.
Yeah, he's got something to prove. And the last thing, obviously, we're going to international break, joint top with our arch rivals, Spurs. Do you think personally Spurs can maintain it? They got Fulham next. Do you think they can maintain it going up to Christmas, this form?
Do you know what? If they don't get any injuries, I think they can stay up there because you look at them, they've been performing well. They've still got Bentancur to come back. Kulusevski's got a lot better. And defensively, they look solid. That guy they got from Germany, the defender, quality, man, Van der Veen. Yeah, very quick, solid defender, and the goalkeeper surprised as well. So with them, the issue just squad depth. Now, I think they've got quality in that 11, but if you took out like a Son, let's say now, Brennan Johnson's, I think he's injured or was injured. Richarlison, he missed a couple of chances against Luton as well. So I just think the drop in quality between their 11 and the ones below is quite big. But let's see. I just think I always say come January, that's when I start to look really and go, cool. So if they're around there come Jan, unfortunately, we'll have to just look at them and go, it could be rivals of ours and possibly Manchester City.
City as well. Yeah, exactly. And happy to see Thomas Partey back. Happy to see Martinelli back. Listen, hopefully after this international break, we can have a fully fit squad to choose from. Because I honestly believe if we have a full squad to choose from, I think we can go far in this league. Yeah. We can go far. Still unbeaten, so long way to go, but I think we can do it, man. We can do it.
See, look at that game's giving us confidence, and I don't know about you as well, but I feel like winning just before international break, you can go into the international and just watch international football and be like, we finish on a W, man. Listen, losing before that is peak. It's a lot, you know what I mean? Because you come back, imagine you played Chelsea after defeat 2 weeks ago, and it's like, man, imagine we lose this as well. So it's a great position to be in, you know what I mean? So listen, big up the players. Hopefully they come back all fit and we go again, man. We go again. Keep it moving.
100%, guys. Now, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and go and subscribe to Matt's page, Back in the Net Podcast. I'll leave his link in the description, so make sure you click that and get onto it. But listen, Arsenal, joint top of the league. Let's keep it going, man. Thanks for joining me, Matt, anyway.
Nah, anytime, man, anytime.
All right, take care.